With your CIGTV news update, I'm Jay Earhart in for Donna Bush. In today's top story, Premier the Honorable Alden McLaughlin made a number of tourism and immigration announcements today at the Cayman Economic Outlook Conference. The 2017 conference featured a program full of international thought leaders expounding on this year's theme, economic stagnation, finding a path to growth. Topic ranged from China's new normal to the implications of Trump and Brexit for the Caribbean. Mr. McLaughlin was the first of the main speakers to take the podium where he delivered his annual address. The Premier said his government favored a cautious and methodical approach to the economy for the last 3.5 years. This had kept business costs down and hence the price for the consumer. He also made a number of immigration-related announcements concerning government's efforts to grow tourism and draw a number of businesses and traffic to the Cayman Islands.
We have good reason to believe that our relationship with China will improve further and that more Chinese nationals seeking a Caribbean vacation or place to invest will consider the Cayman Islands. And so to help facilitate this, I'm pleased to announce that Cabinet has decided to amend the immigration regulations to exempt nationals of the People's Republic of China from the requirement to possess a visitor's visa for the Cayman Islands for a stay of up to 30 days. This will apply where the person possesses a valid unexpired visa for Canada, the United States, or the United Kingdom, and they arrive in the Cayman Islands directly from the country for which they hold the visa. The latter requirement is to ensure that their US, UK, or Canadian visa is authentic.
The new visa exemption will also apply to Jamaican nationals. In addition to holders of Cayman Islands passports, they'll be able to enter the United States so long as their passport is valid for the period of their stay. Currently, the passports have to be valid for more than 6 months to allow entry. Furthermore, the government is close to final signing of an agreement for immigration pre-clearance at Miami International Airport for eligible passengers traveling to Grand Cayman. To read the Premier's speech in full, visit the Office of the Premier's website, otp.gov.ky. Well, in our next story, Miss Cayman Monique Brooks has greeted by a crowd when she arrived back in the Cayman Islands after competing in the Miss Universe pageant. Monique had spent some 3 weeks in the Philippines prior to the pageant, where she prepared for the competition and took part in the preliminaries. She was accompanied by the representatives of the Miss Cayman Committee, and during her time in the country, she was very active on social media. Monique Brooks was crowned Miss Cayman Islands at the end of January 2016 and will hand over her crown to the winner in March of 2017. Our final story today wraps up our look at improvements at the National Roads Authority that they've been making to recently promote roads. CIGTV went to Prospect with Transportation Planner Marian Pendui to learn more about the new provision in the place at the roundabout there. This aims to make it safer for drivers to navigate the roads, particularly in rainy conditions.
We're here at the Poindexter roundabout across from the Prospect Primary School just to show off a little bit of what we've done in regards to try to help with the skidding on this particular roundabout. As you can see, they replaced some anti-skid, anti-slip friction material on the roundabout, which would help in the reduction of the skidding at this roundabout, which usually ends up in the hitting of the guardrail on this side. So basically we put this down to help with people so they don't, when it's wet, a little bit of wet, when it's wet, so they don't skid off the roundabout and hit the guardrail. But it would help if everybody did go the speed limit around the roundabout. So you want to reduce that speed as you hit the roundabout to make your maneuver.
The NRA notes that drivers also have their part to play in making the road safer.
The speed limit is actually 40 miles per hour, but when you hit the intersection, you do need to reduce your speed because it is an intersection. So when you hit that roundabout, you should have dropped that speed down to at least probably 25, 30 miles an hour.
And the same anti-slippage coverage is also in use on the new roundabouts on West Bay Road with the intent of helping cars to safely reduce speed ahead of the roundabouts. And if you need more details, find out what they're doing at caymanroads.com. Well, as always, if you missed today's news update, you can get all of the details on our Facebook and our YouTube pages. And of course, don't forget to tune into Radio Cayman's For the Record and Talk Today shows, which are always packed full of exciting guests. I'm Jay Earhart. Thanks for watching.